Jules, how did he get people to do good work? How was he as that kind of a boss?
Everything was slanted toward the work. And Will, whether it was about business, or whether about the art of the spirit or the other books he was doing. I wrote and designed baseball comics from which Tex Blaisdell did the lead feature, Blue Rookie, which I also wrote. Will was, when he got to these things, all about the nuts and bolts and how you go about these things. And I don't remember the conversations we have because my mind vanishes when it deals with nuts and bolts. Will loved it, and I don't know what a nut is or a bolt is. And I'm proud to say to this day I don't. But he was always impressive in how he would instruct you, whether it was in a comic or the way he's planning a book. He would diagram it so that even an adult like me who wasn't really interested, would understand and not feel on the defensive and not feel that I was unable to do a good job because I couldn't comprehend where the hell we were going. He was interested in process, and he was interested in breaking things down and analyzing it and step by step, probably for his own benefit, but he was one of the few people in this form who communicated well. He knew how to talk to people, and he knew how to explain things, and he knew how to do it with no sense of superiority or condescension. He was just interested in doing the job. He was interested in doing his job, and he wanted you to do your job, and he wanted to make it as possible for you to do your job as well as possible by explaining it. And then having, in my case, infinitely more patience than he should have when you screwed up. But he created an atmosphere in that office, which when I was there, with John Spranger doing the pencils and Sam Rosen doing the lettering, and then later Abe Koenigson did the lettering and the background. He created an atmosphere where everybody was relaxed, where everybody kind of enjoyed the company, where, it was congenial. The early group of guys I first went with didn't think the script was a very important script, and as I've mentioned before, and they kind of downplayed Will's importance. They thought he was over the hill, that he was pre-war, and they were the future. And all that heavy shadow stuff and feathering and all that weird stuff that he did was not all that interesting to them. And we see who got the last laugh there. But Will didn't even care about their opinions. He just was doing the work, and he created an atmosphere in which you yourself wanted to do the work. And it made things quite simple because he was the boss, and yet you could always talk to him. You could always deliver ideas to him. He would always deal with them on the basis of how good it was, as opposed to who the hell are you to give me an idea. This is unusual stuff in the hierarchy of New York office life, or any office life, where people are generally insecure enough to resent anyone who comes up with a good idea or any idea because they don't have them. Well, Will had too many ideas, so he wasn't threatened by mine or anybody else.